Hello everyone! Today I'm gonna be talking about most common mistakes that the foreigner make at Japanese interviews. The mistakes I'm going to pick up today are not only for Japanese spoken interviews, but also for English spoken interviews, as long as it is a Japanese company or the interviewer is a Japanese. Firstly, you can be proud of yourself of being invited to a job interview because there are so many applicants, but you were chosen from the gigantic crowds. But now, to have a successful interview, please watch this video and possibly avoid being unnecessarily defeated in the job hunting race. So let's check them out. So the first mistake that foreigner could make is to declare job change in future. Of course, it is quite normal to change your job one day. Maybe you have to go back to your home country. So you don't have to tell that you are going to live in Japan forever and you work for that company forever, but say at least that you want to live in Japan for long term. You don't want to change the job for long term. So don't mention about exactly how many years you would like to stay there and so on, but emphasize the long term. Still, many Japanese companies want to avoid applicants that is going to change their job in 3 to 5 years. So that is why if you say like, I'm going to change the job in 3 years, this is my plan, then they will automatically remove you from the list. In addition to that, it won't work negatively if you show a positive attitude for transferring overseas. The second mistake I'd like to pick up is too much emphasis on the importance of individuality. The strengths of foreign workers that Japanese people are not good at are: you can tell your honest opinion, you are self-assured, and you value your own personality. Those are only good. But Japanese companies tend to avoid people who have strong opinion or too strong personality because they might destroy the harmony of Japanese company. So of course it is only good for company and for you as well that you are self-assured and you value your own personality, but maybe it is clever to add to your comment at the end that you also value harmony with your colleagues. The third mistake you could make is asking too much details in the first interview. In Japan, it is so that you get usually 3 steps or 3 stages of interview. So in the first interview, someone from human resources will attend the interview and just ask you the common questions. And in the second interview, maybe the head of human resources or the manager of a sales department. And in the third interview, so final one, CEO or the president will attend in the interview. And I know details are so important for you as well because you are also choosing a company you are working for in future. But as Japanese, I would recommend you to avoid asking too much details in the first interview. You have still chance in the second or third interview with that company. And I'm gonna give you examples what kind of details you should save for the first interview. If the salary is raised every year, how much overtime do I have to do? If paid holidays really are consumed, if compensation day offs really are given, if taking part in the business drinking party is a part of work. In conclusion, it is better to avoid such detailed questions in the primary interview and to dispense in the secondary or final interview. If it's not a decisive factor for you, you even ask no such questions. The problem is that for Japanese people, the personality and work contents come in order, and if they are good, then they will check the conditions at the next stage. But in cases other than Japanese, the conditions and treatment are often cleared fast. Last but not least, the most common mistake foreigners make is giving too much direct information why you left your previous company. The first example, you are unsatisfied with salary and benefits. If you say so, then the company would think that you think only what you can get from the company and not what you can contribute for the company. So this is absolutely not good. And the second example is I don't get along with my boss. In company, it is quite normal that you have several personality and several characteristics of people. So there are always someone with who you don't get along. So this shouldn't be the main reason. Of course, there are cases that is extremely worse. So in that case, maybe you could mention, but also tell about positive thing about the previous company and make a logical explanation to your new post why you can contribute in the new post with your ability. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I really wish you good luck for job hunting in Japan, and hopefully our content will help you to find a good post. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you like our content. We are giving advices about working or doing business in Japan, both on YouTube videos or blogs. And the link about blog you will find in the description. So see you next time.